Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Every Dirty Detail.
Cheers.
Ashley is drinking. I am not. My stomach is not set up for drinking right now.
I've had a day.
And no, I'm not pregnant. Let me just put that out there real quick because every time you say your stomach hurts,
Not me.
That's what someone says. I am not.
Not me.
Yes.
I've just had a day. So I've had a day. It's okay though. We'll get through it.
You're getting through it?
Yep. And don't worry, guys. The tea is coming soon of my divorce. Stay tuned.
That'll be an episode. That might have to be like a multi-part episode.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
We're gonna need margaritas.
I'm thinking margaritas. I need to bring on a few of the girls. So we got to go get more mics.
Yeah.
But get your popcorn. Well, I'm spilling all kinds of tea.
Like we're doing this whole like segment around weddings and bridezillas and all this stuff, and then like we're gonna roll right into divorces.
Yup. Stay tuned. I just gotta wait for everything to be done. But yeah, cheers.
But anyway, we are going to continue on the whole wedding theme that we have for wedding season, and we're going to talk about some bridezilla stories. Do you have any bridezilla stories?
No, not really, but I did have a customer that was shopping this weekend and she was going to a wedding that she was so not looking forward to go to.
That is so sad. If I'm getting married and people are not looking forward to my wedding, one, I just don't even want you to come. Because if you're not going to be happy, then just don't come. If you don't want to come, then don't come. I won't be offended. But
I'm nosy as fuck.
Oh, me too.
I wanted to know why. I was like, oh my God, but the dress you're getting is so cute with the shoes. She goes, oh, I just don't like the groom. And I was like, oh my God, why? She goes, he's a fuck boy. And I know that he's still fucking around. And she's so oblivious to it. I'm like, ooh. She was giving all kinds of tea. And I was like, oh my God, but how do you know he's a fuck boy? Were you fucking with him?
Oh my God.
I tell you, I have no filter anymore. I don't care. I straight. She goes, no, not me, but one of my friends is. And I was like, tea.
But see, what do you do in that situation when your friend is getting married, but your other friend is fucking around with the groom? Like,
and she told me
who has your loyalty in that?
She's gone with the bride. Like, she's friends with both of them. She's known the bride a little longer, but like, you know, they were in college together. Like, so like she knows both of them. But like, and I was like, so what are you gonna do? She goes, I don't want to ruin their day, but like, I'm just not excited to go because I know it's all a lie. And I'm like, if you tell her you're a shitty friend, she's gonna say, and then he's gonna be pissed off at you. Then they're gonna be real mad because they don't spend all this money on this wedding. Then what? And then what? They get married and down the line she finds out. Now she's gonna be real mad because this divorce shit is fucking crazy. So imagine, like, it's just a ripple effect. So I think she's just gonna stay quiet. So that's why she wasn't excited to go to the wedding this past weekend and stuff like that. And I mean, she showed me the venue. It's just beautiful venue in Boston. Like, stunning.
I bet Boston's real expensive to get married into. Oh, yeah, it's probably like $50,000 just for the venue.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Stunning venue. So, I mean, I wish them the best. I'm not that bitter, but I wish them the best. But, like, I feel like this, you know, her going to the wedding, like, that's probably gonna, like, what is it when they ask, like, if anybody, like, is against the marriage or some fucking
anybody objects or, like, has any reason of why they shouldn't get married or whatever.
Like, are you gonna stand up? She goes, no, but I'm not the only one that knows. I was like,
she should write an anonymous letter to the bride with the receipts.
Like they did on Jersey Shore.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't see that episode.
Who wrote the note? Who wrote the note?
But she should do that and then have it like somehow someone gets it to the bride so the bride can see it.
I mean, homegirl should be on her honeymoon now, but
with all the proof and everything and call it a day.
Or what's that site that all these girls put these guys on?
Oh, is that, are we dating the same guy? Or is this your man?
Oh, yeah. I'm on half of them and I don't even pay attention half of the time. She can put them on there anonymously.
True. Yeah, she could do that too.
The one from Fall River, we got to read some of those stories. The ones from Fall, yo, they're vicious.
Yeah, I recently saw someone in there that I knew in the comments, and I was like, oh, like
Oh,
the guy was someone that like I don't know, but like I know who he
oh,
is.
the ones from Master Rhode Island. I've seen a lot of guys that I know on there, and I'm like, bro. I've seen people's
Oh
dads on
my,
there.
yes, I am like
Y'all better go check your daddies because I've seen daddies on there.
the comment that one time I seen someone post someone, he was like a little bit older of a gentleman, and she was like, is this anyone's daddy before I start calling him daddy? And I was like, oh ma'am, excuse me.
Some of them are really like just genuine women that like they're trying to start dating and like they just want to know like should I keep pursuing it and stuff, which I feel like it's good, but then people just go a little way too ham and stuff like that. Like then you find out all this information like so that's why like everyone's like go on a dating app. Fuck no. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Actually, I did hear that a lot of I don't know if this is specific to men, but like people, I guess, on dating apps are now starting to have like chat GPT create their like profile and stuff, or like use AI in different ways for chatting, or like if they're asked a question, they'll use AI to like conduct a response and do all the shit. So like, yeah, I heard
No,
that
I'm
that people
good.
are using AI for everything. I'm like, nope, I would never trust that then.
No. And I honestly like most everyone's like if you go on Tinder, people just want to hook up. Like that's it's literally
You can
like
go
a
on
hooking.
Christian Mingle. Find you a nice man
There was
there.
one that someone told me like it's only for like Latin men. I was like, you guys met me?
Yeah, you don't want that because
No.
they're not for the weak. Okay, let's roll into these stories before
Oh my
my
god.
mouth gets me in trouble.
Holy shit. I'm just
Okay.
gonna drink.
All right. So this one is just someone who is asking for an opinion. So it just says, we really wanted to vent. My best friend is getting married this fall, an October wedding. She has 5 bridesmaids, 1 maid of honor, all different shapes and sizes. And she puts in parentheses like that, this matters. At the beginning of the planning stage, she told us, the bride, that we would be using a dress website to get our dresses so that they are all the same color, but we could pick any style we want. Let me emphasize that she told us multiple times it would be any style we want.
Oh god.
She has also been very caring and a considerate friend. She told us this because she wants us to all feel beautiful and comfortable. Jump forward to about a month ago when we were picking out our dresses, and then she said, I want your opinion. How do you all feel about sleeveless dresses? She was asking us our opinion, and a few of the bridesmaids said they're uncomfortable in sleeveless dresses for various reasons, like they have a large chest, there's no support, it's hard to dance in, etc. And would rather have sleeves, even if it was just something as small as like a little strap, but are willing to show her all of their choices before they purchase the actual dress. She agreed to this, but then a little later, out of the blue, we get a text that she's mad at all of us, saying that she's the bride, that it's her wedding, and how dare we tell her not no to something she asked for, and in the future, don't argue with her about what she wants. I got so confused because one, she asked for our opinion on the sleeveless dresses, and they didn't like them. And two, we said we wow. Anyway,
I'm the one that's drinking, not you.
we said we would be willing to work with her to find something that fits the vision. Jump forward again. All the dresses have been purchased and approved by her. We then get a text that she talked to other family members and they said it's going to be horrible and ruin the theme / pictures that we're all in the same dress, that we're not all in the same dress. She is so pissed off that we forced her to let us wear what we wanted, when from the beginning she said we could choose. This isn't the only time that she's asked for our opinion and gotten mad when we disagree with what she wants. I'd so much rather her say, this is what I want and please do it, rather than what's your opinion on such and such. I don't understand why she keeps asking for opinions when she has an idea and will get mad when we don't go along with it or say, oh my God, such a great idea. Let's do it. It's really starting to get to me to the point I've backed off from our friendship this year because I can't stand who she's become. It's so unlike her to act like this. I mean, I do like the idea that she said everyone can use a website and pick from that website so it guarantees they all have the same color but different styles.
Mm-hmm.
When Brianna got married, she did that with her bridesmaids. She
And I
said
think
she
that's
had them,
beautiful like that.
yeah,
It's the same color.
she had them all pick out the same color, but she had them all pick out a style that they were comfortable in. And
Mm-hmm.
like, to me, that was like a selfless act because it's your wedding. Yes, of course, like if you have a vision of everything, like you want that all to come true.
Mm-hmm.
100% I understand that. But I mean, I think that that was so kind of her to say that. Like, I want all my bridesmaids to be comfortable on my wedding day, you know? But for this bride to say, like,
And then flip the switch with that, you can't do that.
yeah,
Because everyone has a different body type. Some people don't like, what was it, sleeveless?
yeah, she
And
wants
it's true
sleeveless.
to like move around and stuff like that. You're in a bridal party, you're gonna be taking all kinds of photos and stuff like
And then to be
that.
constantly pulling it up, pulling it up. Yeah.
I've seen so many weddings that the bridesmaids all have different types of dresses because they're all different body types. And I think all women, different body types are beautiful. But that I feel like when they have different dresses, it's the same color, but they all look so happy and confident
Mm-hmm.
in their
Which in the
dresses.
long run makes the pictures look amazing.
Exactly. And then I've seen weddings that they all have the same dress. And then you look, a lot of them don't look happy. They're there for because it's the theme of the wedding and like that kind of stuff. Or they're just uncomfortable in the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just like certain materials don't hug certain body types like
Exactly.
it
That's
should.
exactly what I was going to say.
Like if it's a certain style dress, it might not look good on a certain person if they're like tall or short. Like it just kind of like depends. And for her in the beginning to say, just I don't care what kind of dress you get, just stick with like the color, which I feel like it's fine. But you can't go start getting mad at them because they're not listening. You can't. You got to be straight up from the beginning. If this is your vision, stick with your vision. Because if you're going to be annoyed that they don't want to do sleeveless dresses, then you better pick another bridal party. Because you can't just do that.
Yeah. Even for Amanda's, she picked same color but two different styles. Ooh. Which I thought was really awesome too because it still fit. Everybody was still in the same color, but there was two different styles going on. So like, you know, the dress.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like, but it wasn't like it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it looked so amazing on everybody, and like everyone was comfortable and all of that. So I mean, I would want that for my bridesmaids. Like I would want everybody to be comfortable.
Do you want us all in the same dress? Because I'm gonna tell you no. I'm telling you no.
No, but also too, I feel like she's asked their opinions on this and then gets mad when they give their opinion.
Yeah, like you can't do that.
And that's not fair because then it puts them in a spot where it's like, okay, you're asking for our opinion, but I know you don't want my opinion.
Like I'm all gun ho. If you have a vision of this is what you want your bridesmaid, honey, you want feathers in my hair? Fine, it's your wedding day. I'm gonna look crazy, whatever. We putting feathers in the hair because it's your wedding day. If that is your vision, then let everybody know from day one. If I'm asking you to be in my bridal party, this is the vision that I want. This is what I want you guys to wear. Like, this is it. There's no changing my mind. Then be upfront. Don't say get different dresses and this, but it has to be the same color. And then you want to switch. You can't do that. I'll block you real quick. Fuck around and find out.
All right. So I think, yeah, she is being
a little bridezilla.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. So this one's a 32-year-old female who's not allowed to get pregnant per the bride. So this one says 32-year-old female is not allowed to get pregnant per the bride. Cool. I had a talk with my husband about having a baby. He brought it up because my clock is ticking. I mentioned about possibly being pregnant to the bride, and she told me to wait until after the wedding, which is towards the end of the year, in true you better not fashion. I guess she doesn't want me to look huge in photos, but this trend of not allowing people to become pregnant is so self centered and seems like a common desire for today's brides. I'm not friends with the other bridesmaids, so I haven't spoken up to neither them or her, and I just don't know how to feel. I mean, I can what? Like I can never picture telling someone no, you can't get pregnant. First of all, pregnancies are not always planned. So
No.
what if she got pregnant
And
and
the
it wasn't
poor
even
thing is
planned?
like, oh my god, my clock is saying I hate that women we have to feel like that. Like we have to have babies at a certain age because like once you get to a certain age bracket, you're at high risk. So everything changes after that. But like, dude, what if it happens? It happens. Be like, all right, then I just can't be in your wedding then. Like, what are you gonna tell her? She can't come to the wedding at all?
Yeah, I just don't understand what effect that would have on the bride if you had a bridesmaid who's pregnant or not. Like you think that no one at your wedding is going to be pregnant
That's
either?
less
Like
champagne you got to give her, bro.
I just don't yeah, I don't understand that one. I could never imagine being like no, you cannot plan to have your
And
child
like it
like
happens, like especially like this woman's married. Like heaven forbid, like they've already been trying and they're having like fertility issues.
mhm.
Like you can't just tell her like no, you better not. You have to wait. Like bro, if it happens, it happens, and take me the fuck out of the wedding, cause
Yeah. I'd be like I will gladly step down because I want to be pregnant. Like what?
yeah, like you shouldn't do that. That's pretty fucked up. I don't think she's a bridezilla. I think she's just a bitch. Sorry.
All right. Well, that's fair. Okay. So moving on to the next one. This one says, "Is this a bridezilla or is this just weird?"
Oh God.
So it says, "I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding for August, and the bride is asking us all to cut our hair to the same style, a bob."
Oh
I
hell
can't
no.
stop laughing, but she's super serious. I'm not going to do it and would rather not be a bridesmaid, but I had to share this.
Hell no. Take
the
me out of the wedding. Take me out.
First of all, anyone who knows me knows damn well my hair is a whole thing for me.
Yeah.
A whole, not that it looks like that today because today's just a day, but
It's the
my
weather.
hair is a whole, is half my personality. I shit you not. So the fact, if someone told
Imagine
me I
someone
had
told you to
to,
cut it.
no,
Here.
no, I would be like, I resign. I resign as a bridesmaid. If I need to resign as your friend too, let me know because I'm not chopping this hair. First of all, my hair is almost down. It's literally just above my ass. Like I'm not, would never know. I would be like, if you need me to not come to your wedding, like whatever the case may be,
Perfect.
I'm not fucking cutting my hair.
Perfect.
I'm not cutting my hair.
She's like, don't send me
The
an invite.
day someone tells me I need to do something to
I
my
understand,
hair,
like when they're like, everyone wear the same dress, same shoes, accessories. Bitch, my hair? No.
no.
You want me to cut my? No. No. All right, everyone kind of have the same hairstyle, but you want me to cut my hair? Pookie,
Mm-mm.
no. No, no, we're not friends no more.
No,
Give
I
me
will
my
not be
money
in your
back for
wedding.
everything that I participated in for this wedding. I'm
No.
out.
And the
A
fact that she was like
bob.
so a bob too, exactly like a bob. Like she's
Not
like,
a lot of women can pull that up.
no.
A
And first of all,
bob.
what hairstyle are you going for? Because if everybody has a bob, there's not many things you can do with a bob.
Can we message her to post the pictures?
Can you please send me the pictures of this wedding because I need to see these haircuts.
It could be like, all right, everybody has to like wear like a bob like wig. But even then, like
That'd be kind of funny.
it would.
That would be kind of funny.
I would maybe. It's a big maybe. Do that. I'm not cutting my hair just to be in a wedding.
Speaking of hair, I've heard people tell people that they can't like do certain things to their hair. They have to dye it, like because they want everybody's hair a certain color or like whatever it is. Like that's a thing. Like I would never. I don't know.
I'm
I could
rolling up with
never
like purple hair to
tell
yours.
anyone. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Like, my sister Danielle, her hair is a different color like every couple months. Like, I could never imagine being like, I want you to cut your hair. I want your hair this color. Like,
That's like when they're like, "Oh, take your piercings out," and like stuff like that. Or, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, cover your
No.
tattoos."
Mm-hmm.
Because then my
I
parents
saw
are like, something. I'm like, bro, this is me.
a couple of years ago, I think something went viral about something to do with a bridesmaid being told she needed to cover like all of her tattoos, and she was covered in them. And she was like, "How am I going to do that?"
That's like a process. Have
Yeah,
you seen like when they have to cover people that are covered in tattoos, like cover them with makeup?
I've
That's
seen.
a whole process.
I had this cheerleader, an NFL cheerleader, on like TikTok or something, and she had a tattoo right here. And just watching her cover this
Oh,
part
before like the games and
before
all
her
that stuff?
game,
Yeah.
I was like,
That
"That
is
is
a
a
process.
process."
Yes.
I was like, "Oh no."
I've watched videos and they like, to show people what they would look like if they didn't have like all the, especially the ones that they have them like all over their faces,
Yeah.
like, so their kids can see like either what their parents look like before, like getting all these
Mm.
face tattoos and stuff like that. Just watching them do that, I'm like, bro, I'm already tired.
Yeah. I could never. No,
It's just like a layer and layer, and then you got to make sure like it doesn't like transfer on clothes and like
To me,
it's too much.
if I'm picking my bridesmaids, which obviously I got lucky because I have siblings and I
Me?
have you, so I don't have to worry about much. But picking bridesmaids, like say I didn't have this and I was picking friends and whatever, I if and this is my thought process. When I think about picking people that I want to be by my side on that day, I am picking the people that I love for who they are,
Mm-hmm.
who are important to me because who they are as individuals. I don't give a shit about how uniform everything looks on that day. I don't want everybody to look the same because you're all different and you're
And
all
you want
like, and I love you
everyone
all for who you are. So why would I want everyone to be like
and you
that?
want everyone to enjoy the day. It's supposed to be a day of two people being in love, starting a future. Doing all of that, like, yo, the Bob thing, I can't get over it. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, that's just too much. Like, then everyone's annoyed. They're like irritated and like stuff like that. Like, no.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to, don't make, I ain't cutting my hair for your wedding.
I would never tell you to cut your hair.
I know, I'm just like,
I wouldn't even want someone to tell
I'd
me to
block
straighten
you.
my hair. You can't run away from me, girl.
No, I need
Let's
you
be real.
My kids
I know
love
where you live. I know where you work. I know where your kids play their sports.
Yeah, you do. You know my kids' schedule
I know where
really
your
well.
parents live. I know where
Damn,
most of your family
Keisha.
lives. Like, I'm a low-key stalker, but no.
She's like, I will find them. I know the kids' schedules. She literally does.
Yep.
She
I
knows
know where
all
they go to school.
Yup, she's on their list.
I know it all.
And the teachers at Carter School actually know you.
Yeah. So,
Carter's
try
auntie's
me.
here.
Try
They're
me.
like, Carter, your auntie's here. He's gonna be like, no, that's Titi.
Yeah.
He hates that. He's like, that's Titi. Oh, Lord.
All right. Well, I have one more. This one's a little bit long, and we all know I hate reading the long ones, but bear with me. All right. This one's titled, This is a friend of 7 years that's creating drama because I didn't attend her bachelorette party. I, 24 female, was invited to go to my friend's bachelorette party, 26 female, back in October. My boyfriend and I had set plans for moving from New York to South Carolina in December, and I spent the last 2 years saving for this move. This party consisted of me paying for my portion of the Airbnb, which is $400, food and alcohol for the Airbnb, $100, round $100 for a bachelorette party for food and alcohol. It's pretty cheap though. Anyway, food. I mean, round trip ticket.
They don't hang out with us.
300 to 500, and then whatever else they had plans, like clubs, going out to eat, etc. Turning it into over $1,000 in just a 4 to 5 day trip. Yeah, $100 for food and alcohol is definitely not going to cover a 4 to 5 day trip. Anyway, mind you, I wasn't a part of the bridal party. So why are you going?
Hell. Well,
so I felt like it wasn't a huge priority for me to go. Of course, I would have loved to be a part of this, but I had to put myself first in the situation. I knew I would be attending her wedding to support her and be there for her celebration. Her wedding was this past April. I attended alone, and as we were all sitting for the reception/dinner, I had a few of her South Carolina friends come up to me and ask why I didn't attend the party in October. I understand I don't owe anyone any explanation. I took it more of a catch up conversation. So I explained how I felt. I had apologized for not attending to the bride personally back in January. And I had a lot of other personal emergencies going on when I was back in New York from my mom almost going into a diabetic coma. Oh God, my uncle passing away, and the stress of working 2 jobs to save for the big move. It wasn't until later in the night that I realized it was more of a get the information situation for these friends that she'd known for 1 to 2 years now. They kept telling me how upset she was for me not being there and that she's mad at me for other things, but wouldn't explain what, which I'm not even sure, as we have barely spoken since I've seen her. I realized that she probably didn't care about me attending at all. I also want to note that I've been having an on and off relationship with this friend for a while now. The respect isn't shared both ways, as in, she'll call me if she needs something, but if I was to text her, she will take 2 to 4 weeks to respond. Or if I was to call, she would cut the conversation short and say she's got someone calling, or, she'll call me back, which she won't. My boyfriend has been consistently by my side through this and has had mixed emotions with her. He didn't attend to be home with our dog, and he said, honestly, I just don't want to support someone who can't respect someone I love. So it's probably better I stay home and you go, which I had no issue with. I sent her a text after the wedding saying thank you for inviting me and enjoy her birthday slash honeymoon in Greece. I didn't expect her to respond as she is on her honeymoon. But as of the last 3 days, she's posted consistently on social media, changed her status, changed profile pictures, and everything, just actively being online. I feel like in this situation, I really don't know how to feel or what to do. I had the intention of attending the wedding to support her and her now husband, to put all things aside, to be there for someone who meant a lot to me. But now it seems like I'm being pushed out of the friendship from her cliquey friends who has also have no idea who I am and what kind of friendship we used to have. What would you do or say in this situation? I've thought about calling her and around the end of May to talk with her, but feeling like she's going to blow me off. I'm looking for some honest advice and opinions, and she just says I'm not very confrontational.
Okay. I have a few opinions. The whole what is a bachelorette party that
Yeah.
okay. Well, I actually have a coworker that I think it's her cousin's wedding, something like that. And she just got the itinerary for it. She's going, but she literally got this itinerary and stuff like that, like how much everything is and stuff like that. My friend doesn't drink.
But they want her to throw in money for
And
the
which
drinks and
she's
stuff. Yeah.
fine with. I'm like, bro, you about to be the designated driver because you don't drink. And then me and her were talking, and I'm just like, wait a minute, but like, are you supposed to be responsible for all these people? Like, you know, 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like, she's going in to support. I'm pretty sure it's her cousin. Her cousin for her wedding and stuff like that. Like going there to support her, be there with her, because there's like a group of her and her cousins that they all like grew up together and stuff like that. So you know how cousins have like that little clique and
Yeah.
stuff like
They
that.
always say, what, your cousins are your first friends or whatever.
Yeah. So I understand that she's going for that and stuff like that, but like she's telling me everything that I'm like, damn, that's a lot. I mean, I drink with my friends too, but like it's not in state either. So she's like flying out
Travel.
for that, doing all that kind of stuff too. So I'm just like, and I know she's doing it and to be there with her cousin and stuff like that and everything. And I admire her for like doing that. But like, yo, this shit's expensive to be doing all that kind of stuff. And my thing is too, like, bro, she don't even drink.
See, and if the fact that she doesn't drink, I just don't think she should have to give any money
Included
towards
into
the
like something like
alcohol.
that. So like, and then this girl, what? She lives in New York.
She
To
well, she
move,
was living in New York. She just moved to South Carolina. That's what she was saving for.
yo, people that live in New York, it is so expensive for them. She
And then
was
to try and
working
save on top of it.
2 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Like, there's a lot of people that I keep hearing from New York. They're either moving up here or they're moving down south because it's so expensive in
Mm-hmm.
New York just to like survive out there. Like, no. And then they've been friends, what, 7 years?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. There's no fucking way in hell.
No. So I don't understand where these parties became such an extravaganza.
I mean, I don't mind
It
them.
used to be like a one night thing. You go out, you party hard for that one night, and then that's that.
I don't.
Now it's like a mini vacation.
I don't mind them, but you can't do them a couple weeks before the wedding. If you want me to go to your wedding and then you want to travel, like we can't be doing that. Like maybe
I just
a
think it's
few
crazy.
months before.
Everybody's financial situations are different, and like especially in a situation like that, like if you have people going that don't drink or just don't plan on drinking, or whatever it is, like why should they be expected to cover any extra costs for the
Well,
alcohol and stuff if they're not even drinking,
there's
they're not taking
that,
part in it?
and you're not even just inviting the bridal party. You're inviting other people to come that you're just inviting to the wedding. So
Yeah.
like any of y'all get married and stuff like that, you got to let me know like 4 months in advance because I need to get a babysitter. I need to put money aside.
Take time off of work.
Exactly. My kids are expensive with these damn sports all the time. Like from one season to another, we're hopping into different sports right now, guys. Like this is a process. And if I'm not in the wedding, but you want me to come, by all means, I'm down for a nice little weekend getaway. But you need to let me know 4 or 5 months out because I have to plan, put money aside, get babysitters, backup babysitters, because like it's a lot.
Well, not only that, but to the point of this whole thing is, I think her friend's being a shitty friend. She couldn't make it. She couldn't afford it. Like she's not saying I don't want to go because of any other reason.
Coming up to her like that, like get the fuck over yourself.
Yeah. But she's not going because she just doesn't want to or she doesn't care or whatever it is. She's legitimately going because she can't afford it. So now push her out of the friend group or now treat her like shit because she couldn't afford to do something for your wedding.
And dealing with her mom, what was it? She has like diabetes.
Yep.
And her uncle
diabetic coma. Her uncle passed. Like
that takes an emotional toll on somebody. Like be grateful she showed up to your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. I mean, South Carolina is really nice, by the way. But
I know, I do. My grandmother used to live there.
Beautiful.
We used to visit. So
nice. But like she showed up and she wasn't even in the wedding party and you've been friends with her 7-8 years. Yo, that'd be the day I will fight Eli, bro.
Calling him out, jeez.
I was in his wedding though, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I think
I think she's a shitty friend.
I think she's a shitty friend.
I don't think it's a whole Bridezilla situation. I think she's just a shitty friend. She's one of those that if you're not giving me attention kind of thing, that's what she's giving off. Like, yeah, I don't care about your problems. It has to be like all about me kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I feel like she's one of those people.
One of those, this is my day, so everything around the wedding has to be.
Which I feel like, yes, it's your day, but like, she can't help her mom went into a diabetic coma, her uncle passing. Yo, life be lifing. Yeah. And I love how her boyfriend was really like supportive in like her decision.
He's like, I'll stay home with the dog because I don't like this bitch.
He's probably ready to bring the dog to like bite her or something.
He's like, I don't like this bitch, so that's my excuse to stay home.
But still, he's being like supportive in her decision of going and stuff like that. Poor guy was probably like, worried about her and stuff like that. And she probably didn't even know anybody over there. And for those fucking little bitches to roll up and be like, why didn't...
Yeah, no.
I wish a bitch would.
No.
See, you make me choose violence, Sasha.
We don't need that. Not today.
Not today, Keisha.
Maybe another day, but not today.
It's been a day, guys. Whew. It's been a day.
But that's all I got for Bridezilla stories.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of expectations with some of these weddings.
Yeah. I was sifting through these, though. I did see a lot of like different ones of people wearing white.
I would cut a bitch.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't my wedding and it's like a good friend of mine, let a bitch show up to your wedding in white. I don't give a fuck who she is. I'm going to throw something at her.
I would not even be worried because she would immediately regret that decision.
Oh, I'm going
and I wouldn't even have to do anything.
No, I have a lot of anger. I will go after you. Yeah. Like, no. I've seen like people posting and like I've been going down TikTok rabbit holes. Like, this is why I probably should have never gotten it. And like people talk about like being at weddings and somebody showing up and like them being upset and they'll be like, oh, it's like an off-white or it's like an ivory. Bitch is close to white. No.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that. See, this is why I wear a black dress, different colored heels all the time.
I would just wear colored dresses usually.
No, I always like if I go to weddings, if I'm not in a wedding, I literally will wear a black dress and get some cute little colored heels or something like that.
Yeah.
Like unless it's like they're telling everyone to wear all black to the wedding, which I would
Yeah.
love.
I do like
I
those
am
too.
so here for it. Clearly, always in all black. I'm mourning. But I just no. We'll talk about that because I think I would if somebody showed up to your wedding. Don't tell your sisters I got it because I'm going
Yeah,
after them.
you tell Brittany to hold back.
Now she can come with me though because
Because
I know she's
she
so
would
down.
jump right over your head to get to that person.
D got my kids.
D will get the kids. Yup.
D got my kids.
Zion will be like, I don't think I want anything to do with this.
She'd be like, these bitches are nuts.
He would be like,
me and Brittany would start tag teaming.
Mm-hmm. And Brittany would have been just over there right with you. So
there's my daughter on the sideline. Come, mommy, come, Auntie Brittany.
Probably. But anyway, that is all we got today. We definitely needed to laugh a little bit, so
cheers.
That's good. Other than that, we will be back next week. Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye.
You.